look at you. You look like you might be ready for like a cruise.
Yes, definitely. I wanted to be ready for cruise because we're right in the middle. Like today is the middle of member extravaganza. And the prizes are pretty amazing. You get a cruise and be with Dr. Meisner. I want to be ready.
Jenny, hold on to that beach hat, because with all of these amazing visitors in our room and our amazing closing orientation, girl, you're going on the cruise. You're gonna be sipping Bahama Mamas on the pool deck with Ivan.
I know, I'm ready. I'm ready to tell stories.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right, well, what we wanted to do here, this little 5-minute segment, is to show you what a visitor orientation could look like if you have, minus the costume, if you have a visitor day where you might have 20 or 30 or more visitors in the room and you're not going to put them in a little breakout room or take them out in the hall. If everybody is together, this is what it might look like. Well, thank you for coming, and I hope that you met someone or you learned something today that is going to help you market your business, because that's what we do in B&I. Referral marketing is about building relationships to build your business. That's what you've seen and heard about while we've been here today. And we know that people, before they make a buying decision, they want to hear from somebody. They want to know, was that a good movie? Should I go to that restaurant? And it works the same way in business. That's what referrals are. A trusted source, if we go to the next slide, a trusted source that comes to us, a new client that comes to us from a trusted source is going to make a buying decision. More likely, they are going to spend more money, and they are probably going to stay with your company longer. That's the value of referrals. And so if you're doing other things like billboards and digital marketing, if you add referral marketing to that, it's going to be so effective. And we want you as visitors to understand that as a concept. And then when visitors come to our meetings, they often want to know, how does that work for my business? How does that translate to me personally, and what would it mean in this chapter? And so for that, I'm going to let Shirley tell you about the nuts and bolts of how that operates.
Excellent. So we find that every time somebody visits a B&I chapter, they want to know two things. They want to know, how much time does it take, and then how much money does it cost? And so those are the things that we want to talk to you a little bit about right off the bat. So obviously the meeting is about 90 minutes, and then the time, the other thing you need to consider when you're thinking about time is the one-to-one. The one-to-one is not a you have to, it's a you get to. A one-to-one is when you get together outside of the chapter meeting and you spend a little bit of time trying to figure out how you can be referral partners to each other. So that is where the magic of B&I happens. So when I'm in a one-to-one, I want to know your bragging point. What sets you apart from everybody else in your industry? Kind of your why. Then I want to know your key situation. What do I look for to bring you up in conversation? And lastly, and perhaps most importantly, I want to know who your Golden Goose referral partner is. I can introduce you to one person that might book one vacation and you eat for a day, maybe a week. But if I can introduce you to somebody that, like a wedding planner, that's going to send you client after client after client, that's a Golden Goose referral partner, and I can feed you for life. Those are the things we're going to talk about in a one-to-one, so that's where the magic happens. And then the money. So how much money does B&I cost? So roughly you're looking at about $1,000 investment, and what are you going to get in return for that? You're going to get an introduction to a whole marketing team in your chapter. That might be 20 members, that might be 40, that might be 60, that might be 100, it might be 154. So tons of opportunities. And the other thing is, perhaps the venue dues. So that's a small amount that you're gonna be paying as well. But with that being said, those two considerations, time and money, those are the two reasons I do B&I. There's no better use of my time. Where else can I get in front of all these people? And then, is there any better use of your marketing dollars? You're gonna have an app, and you can track right on your app how much you've given, but also how much you've received. There will be no better use of your time or your money All you have to do is join.
That's right, and this slide will give you, if you were in a regular chapter, you would have a QR code that would take your visitor right to your chapter, because sometimes visitors don't remember the name of your chapter. And so you want a QR code to make that easy and take it right to them. And for this, we also have the app for the conference so that you can look at some of the things that are available and check right on your phone to download that app. So we hope that you have had a great experience here visiting our chapter, and someone will be calling you with to answer any questions that you might have and give you more information about your business in the next 24 hours. So thank you for coming.